In this video, we will show how to create a landing page on InforUMobile. We will start by logging in the platform and clicking on the landing page icon on the home screen. We will press on Create New Landing Page, which will lead us to the landing page creator and editor. To start off, we'll pick a template. As you can see, the platform offers many templates for us to choose from. We will press on Select Template, which will lead us to the editing area. The editing space is divided into three main parts. On the right tab, we have everything that has to do with editing of the mobile version of the landing page. Next to it, we have the editing of the desktop version. And finally, we have general settings that have to do both with the desktop and the mobile version. At the center of each editing space, we have the stage. That includes the various elements that comprise the landing page. The red grid lines indicate the borders of each element. Each element can be moved around the space and placed wherever we want, simply by dragging and dropping. Each element can be duplicated, it can be deleted, and of course it can be edited by pressing on the editing icon. To the right of the stage, we have the control menu. That includes the different elements that can be inserted in the landing page. If we wish to include an element from the control menu, all we need to do is drag it and place it on the stage. Simply drop it in. Once I've dragged my element to the stage, I will see on the left side its attributes and the various options to edit it. So now that we've laid down the foundation, let's go back to creating our landing page. For the sake of the demonstration, let's assume we're a business that provides advising services and that we'd like to use the landing page in order to recruit as many businesses as possible to meet with us and hear us out. We'll start off by editing the logo and we'll work top to bottom with each of the elements we have here on the landing page. The first element is the logo. It is an image element and we'd like to replace it with an alternative image, which is our own logo instead of the one the template gives us. To do so, we will press on Choose File. This will lead us to our file browser. We will choose the image we wish to include in the landing page. We will click on Save, and immediately we will see this image within the stage. Next, we will edit the Click to Call button that allows our page visitors to simply call us by clicking the button. We will press on the editing icon and the attributes of the button will appear on the left. We will set the phone number and will edit the appearance of the button. We can use simple color attributes. We can select a button from the image gallery the platform provides us, or we can upload a button from our very own computer. After selecting the image, we will press Save and the button will appear in the stage instead of the previous one. Let's insert a title now to our landing page. We'll move the text box up and we'll edit its content. Editing the text is very simple. We have the text box, we have the content, we can change the font of the text, its size, its heading type, and all the other editing possibilities we are well acquainted with. Once we're done editing the text, we'll press OK and it will appear in the landing page. We'll move on to changing the visual of the landing page. The visual is very important to convey the marketing message to our visitors. Simply by clicking and changing the image, we will insert the one that we wish to use on the page. We'll move on now to editing the lead form, a very important part of the landing page where we offer our visitors the option to leave us their details and allow us to follow up with them once they've done that. At the top, we have the fields that are included in the form. We can move them around by dragging them, and we can of course remove any field we don't wish to have included in the form. If we wish to add any field that does not exist at the moment, we'll simply press the Add button and we will choose from a very long list of options the field we wish to add in. For example, the email field. We will press Save and immediately this field will be added into our landing page. To edit the appearance of the form, we will press on the color picker. We can change the background color, the color of the fields, the color of the text in the fields, and many more attributes. Editing the Submit button is similar to what we've shown up to here. We can edit the text that appears on the button and its appearance. If we wish to add related text to the form, we will press on the Edit Text button. If we'd like to add a consent box alongside the Submit button, we will press the Add Field button and pick the checkbox option. We can edit the information that appears in it and press Save, and it will appear at the bottom of our form. To edit the thank you page, we'll simply press the button. So now we're almost done. Looking at this page, it seems a little pale to me, so what I'd like to do is give it a general background. To do that, I'll go to the mobile settings, Edit Background. I can choose a general color background or an image from my computer, or otherwise I can select an image from the gallery. Let's pick this image and save it, and we can immediately see the background that has been added to our landing page. We could of course convey our marketing message with many more elements that can be included in the page. For example, a live counter, a swiper of images, the option to pay for products and buy them directly from the page, an online catalog, videos, and many more elements that can be included in the page to assist us with our message. If we'd like to see the landing page in a live format, we can always press the preview button and see it the way our visitors will see it when they reach it from their mobile phones. So now that we're done with editing our mobile version of the page, we will go to editing the desktop version in case we wish to have one as well. The same principles apply. We have a stage, we have the elements, the controls we can drag and drop into the stage, and all the editing options we have on the mobile, as well as additional ones relevant for the desktop version. Once we're done editing the mobile and desktop version, let's move on to setting the general settings we have in regards to the page. The settings screen is very much rich in options. Let's focus on two of them. The first is everything that has to do with handling the leads we receive from the landing page, specifically those of the people who accessed the page and left us their details on the leads form. We have three ways of obtaining the leads. One is by receiving a periodical leads report from the platform that will be sent to a designated email address every few days, which we will set as we see fit. The other is by receiving a leads notification by email every time a lead leaves us their details on the landing page. And the third is receiving the leads by API, inserting a URL to which we'd like to send these lead details and receiving it there. The second important issue has to do with the tracking. We can insert on the page settings the Google Analytics and remarketing codes, conversion code, Facebook Pixel, and Google Tag Manager. Once we're done with the various settings, we'll go to the bottom of the screen and click the Save button. On the approval screen, we will find the long URL for the landing page and the short one to serve us in our SMS texts. Once done, we can go to the reports and see the statistics of our page. We can see the number of views it has accumulated, the number of leads received, how many clicks to calls were made, and what was the overall conversion rate. We can export our leads to Excel and see the statistics in a graphic mode. The platform provides us further tools, such as A/B testing, landing page tagging, and leads management. There's a lot more to show, but for the sake of keeping this demonstration brief, we invite you to discover InforUMobile and the wealth of options it has for you. Thank you for being with us.